caught her bottom lip, ripped the motherfucker right off. So boom, right? I was thinking like, I'm 18 now. Childhood's gone and went. I haven't encountered nothing at all that I was worried about when I was a little kid. So I've got 15 of them motherfuckers. I just started listing. And it's kind of like, all right, yeah, let me stop talking. No, you got it. No, you're right. You're right. So boom, right? Today we've got things I thought would be more problematic as a child of youth in no order, just randomly placed in the slides because I couldn't decide the order. So it's in the order that I thought of them. So this is not really a list, but it's a list. Like, it's a list, but there's no list parts involved in the list. So it's like a list. Tsunamis. Listen, now, or like natural disasters in general. Like, okay, so tsunamis was like the big one. That's why it's the only one named. Brother, I don't even live. Like, I'd have to fly to get to where a tsunami could hit me. Right? And super low chance for this to affect me. I don't know. Effect, I couldn't decide, so I just put fect. You know, I lost this one when I was like 10. When I was 10, this went out the window. Because, like, brother, I'm landlocked. Like, I don't know where I thought a tsunami was going to come from. So I was just, I mean, you know, this shit was just scary. This shit was dead ass, like, because, like, when you think about it, right? That's a lot of water. Hey, that's a lot of water. So, you know, all right. Next, we got quicksand. This is a big one and a real common one. I'm going to be so honest. This is a real common one because, like, think of it like this, right? You're a little kid watching Wildcrats. And these people, right? These two brothers who are going near these lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, are telling you to be wary of quicksand and not the jaguar they were just running around as. So, like, to be honest, the bullet points are right. I'm still kind of scared. But just like the tsunamis, I'm not near any quicksand. And, like, if I ever vacay, I'm not going to vacay somewhere where it's like, high chance you fall in some quicksand. Because, listen, no. Listen. The worst part about quicksand is that you have to stay calm. Like, when you're sinking in, like, the ocean, the last thing you do is stay calm. It'll give you that same feeling, but you can't move. If you move more, you'll start to sink more. And then also it's, like, sticky and it's grimy and, like, you know, shit like that. Like, I don't want to be sticky. Why I gotta be sticky? Anyways, dude, predators, lions, tigers, jaguars, bears, panthers, cheetahs, hyenas, sharks, piranhas. Piranhas was a big one. Piranhas should have been up here. Piranhas themselves could have had their own. Anyways, I'm not near none of these. The closest I'd probably be to is like a panther, or like a bear, like a grizzly or a brown. But like, even if I run into a bear, you see me fighting in a forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear. Because that bitch, you don't need it. Listen, let me tell you something right now about me. I'm wrestling with the bear, the lion, the tiger, the jaguar, the panther. Fuck the piranhas, the shark. I'm tussling. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was a gladiator, right? If I was in the Colosseum with the gladiators and they was throwing them big cats at me, I'm good. Hey. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna stop lying. I'm gonna stop lying now. Let's continue. Okay, I'm not even on the. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. 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 hear me out, right? When I was making the list, I thought of predators as in lions and bears, and then I thought of, well, predators as in you know, Epstein and shit. So I was thinking to myself, like, that's got to be on the list, because as a little kid, you know, your parents always tell you, like, don't get stolen, like stranger danger. That's the like what like my dad always told me, look both ways when you cross the street. That was his number one thing. My mom always told me stranger danger. Damn, getting hit by a car should have been on this list. Anyways, my mom always told me stranger danger because I'm still cute now, but brother, I was a cute little kid. I was adorable. Everyone adored me. They still adore me now, but they in a different way, if you know what I'm saying. But basically, mom was always stranger danger. So the strangers that are the dangers are the same ones that was on that island. But they don't want me no more. I'm grown. I'm still whooping them anyway. Like, I'm whooping them now. Like I'm less scared of them and more like I'm the predator. Whoa, no. The predator to them, they're the prey. As in, no, god damn it. Next slide. Fuck. Next slide. Next slide. Get that shit going. This is a good one. This one really resonates with me. Hey, bruh. Ghosts, vampires, Frankensteins, mummies, zombies. Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 18 years old. I got a fear of the dark. I'm scared of the dark. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm scared of the dark. Like, I can combat it. I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared of the dark and what dwells in the dark. Ghosts, vampires, Frankensteins, mummies, and zombies. But then I had a revelation with myself. Half these motherfuckers are dead. The only thing that might be able to overpower me, vampires. And brother, I keep a garlic clove in my pocket every time I step out the house. Just shield behind that motherfucker right there. You gotta stay prepared. Yep, alright. Reasons I'm not scared no more, they're fake, potentially. I already told you I'm whooping them all. And I've done my research. I don't think you understand. These vampires and Frankenstein's monster and these ghosts and shit, they know of humans. But they don't know of humans like me. They don't know of humans like me. Someone with my intellect. Someone with my brain. Someone, the peak of the species, some would say. Some would say. Me. They don't know people like me. So I've studied them in these horror movies and Goosebumps and shit. And they've never studied me. They may have studied some like me. But I'm telling you right now, a zombie run up on me, try to hit me. He gets stopped like a wall. He gonna be distraught. He gonna think I'm made out of some wood stakes or whatever. You know, whatever. Yeah, right. Maybe I need to study some more. Listen. Fire. Yo, fire. Yo, I'm still scared of fire. I ain't even gonna lie. But like, I just know what to do against fire now. It's like, if fire run up on me, I know what to do. Because of Sparky the dog, my goat. That's why he's up there. And like, you stop, drop, and roll. But like, I know what to do if I go against fire now. Which is, I mean, that's why it's not scary no more. Also, I've never actually encountered dangerous fire. There was one story where my sister tried to make burgers with her friends over and the stove caught on fire because, I mean, they don't know what they're doing. But I think that's the only instance I've had with fire. Oh, yo, let me tell this story. Story time. Yo, this one time, it was 4th of July, and we was at my grandma's house. Right next to my grandma's house, there's a gravel road, don't nobody drive on. We use that for the fireworks. We put a board down, and we put it on the rocks, and then we put the fireworks on top of that. Big fireworks going everywhere, right? Those type of fireworks on the board. And my mom sets it down. Listen, it was my mother and me. My mom sets it down, I light it. We light it, the shit tip towards the family. Towards where the family's at. And everybody's sitting down. We all got lawn chairs and shit. So me and my Duke start dashing. Me and my Duke start dashing. Everybody's getting up and running. Yo, I mean, thankfully nobody was hurt. Thankfully nobody was hurt. But damn, I mean, you know when somebody walks and the explosion hits behind them? That's exactly how I felt. I've never felt cooler in my life. Yo, that shit was awesome. It was actually awesome. Now that I think about it, it wasn't even tragic. The shit was just awesome. Next up, we got supervillains. Being a little kid, watching scary movies. I mean, everybody's scared of somebody who can, like, turn you inside out with the flick of their hand, right? Like, but they're fake because there's no Batman. There's no Joker. Unless. Oh my goodness, this is a good one. Criminal robbers type shit. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna can I get deep with you right quick? Can I get deep with you? Let me just talk to you right quick. Let me just spill my heart out. I had this dream when I was a kid where a robber would come in, kill my whole family, and then I'd hide behind the chair and I'd be the only one alive. I swear on my life I had this dream like consistently. Nightmare. Let me correct you. I had this nightmare consistently. So the fear of like criminals was high. Like swear. He would come in, my dad would fight him, he would lose, and then he'd go to slaughter the rest of my family, and I'd be behind. We had a chair in the corner, so there was a gap behind it. I always used to hide behind there. I would hide behind there and he would never find me. And then he'd just dip and everybody be gone. Like not gone, but you understand, like dead. Like I'm good now, obviously, but like bro, that shit was crazy. Like I had that dream at least 18 times when I was little. It was like reoccurring, like you know what that means. The ish was crazy. So like I was dead ass scared that was a possibility. I'm good now though. Now that I think about it, that sounds kind of bad. That sounds kind of bad. Is whatever. Oh yeah. Come on, bro. Like a criminal comes up to me, right? First off, I'm grown. I'm 18 years old. I'm strong. If I'm beating a tiger, I'm beating you. Second, I'm smart. I'm not putting myself in that situation. Let me tell you about this one. Yo, this could either be the worst thing I've ever done in my life or the best thing I've ever done in my life. I was at the AMC. I was watching Super Mario Bros. Galaxy, right? And I leave the theater and I start walking towards the bathroom. My AMC is shaped like an H, right? Left side theaters, right side theaters. In the middle lane is like concessions and where you enter and all that, right? So I'm walking down and there's somebody there stumbling towards the men's bathroom. I see him. I instantly clock, not following his ass. I take the middle part to the H and go to the bathroom in the middle. And then I go back to my shit. Yo, he was either sick and hurting and I left him, or he was gonna hurt me and I saved my life. I'm willing to take the latter. Like, I'm willing to bet on the latter. Because, if I bet otherwise, and I go in there and he stabs me 7 times in GTA, obviously, I'm cooked. So why would I take that chance when the middle of the H got a bathroom? And then I went back and watched the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie. Meh. It was a good kids movie. Brother. And I was sitting there the whole time thinking, I could have just saved my life. Like, you know when you sit there in class and you start fantasizing about it like a person coming in and like harming your school and shit, you know what I mean, right? And you fantasize about you like they come into your class, they got everybody down, and they're like, we finna hurt everybody, and then you stop them with some clever plan, like you look over to your teacher, and your teacher's like, no, don't do it, and then you tell your teacher pull the cord, and he pulls the cord, and then the person trips over the cord, and when they trip, you jump on them, take their weapon away, and start beating their ass. I've thought about that plenty of times. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly how I was fantasizing in that movie theater. I was thinking, like, what if something pops off, we start hearing gunshots, and the only reason I'm alive right now and wasn't the first one dead is because I went to that middle of the H bathroom. Yeah, back to back to the regularly scheduled content. My bad, bro. You know, I just be going on these tangents sometimes, and I just... This one's real simple. I heard the death toll of the plague one time when I was like 4. I got so scared of it. And somebody told me it was in France in like the fucking 16 and 1700s, and it instantly went away. One of the worst things about the plague, though, you catch the plague, worst time of your life, you're in so much pain. And a motherfucker in a scary-ass mask is the one to come and help you. Yeah, bro, all right. He's aura farming with that mask on, and he's trying to save my life? Yeah, I believe that. Listen, listen, because, I thought bullying was going to be such a problem. I thought once I got to middle school, I thought once I got to middle school, I was donezo. I thought once I got to middle school, I was being shoved in lockers, pushed up against walls, I was getting beaten and bruised. Didn't nobody give a fuck. Didn't nobody give a fuck. Not to mention, they was always talking about, like, bullying may not happen as persistently, but you can still get cyberbullied. Bro, I was like, I thought motherfuckers would start harassing me on Snapchat, sending me, like, fake pictures they drew up of me and shit. Nobody gave a fuck. I'm gonna be so honest, nobody gave a fuck. I will tell you this, though, bro. I remember this one time. It was the Halloween dance for middle school, 7th grade, right? And one of my friends who was a girl, she been talking shit to this other girl who got the same name as her. And they was scrapping. I was right there. I had my phone on me. I had all recorded on Snapchat. Lost the Snapchat account. I've never, oh my goodness. I want that shit bad so bad. I want that shit back so bad. Because I was front row tickets. Front row seat to Mayweather. Mayweather versus McGregor. I was front row. I was right there with my phone. Flash on and everything. In the dark ass dance. I had just got done hitting the Dougie. And they're throwing down like this. I'm sitting there, phone in face. Get him! Get him! Get him! Yo, I've never wanted a phone back so bad, or like a shit back. Did I miss one? I did. I never wanted a shit back so bad, bro. So basically, this one is just like, I thought I would die from food poisoning. Like, before, like, when I was, like, 13, I thought I would die from food poisoning. And then I got sick from something. I assumed food poisoning, and it was the worst sickness I've ever had in my life. I remember it to this day, and every time I think of it, I get disgusted. It was bad. I'm not even going to explain it. That happened to me, and I'm like, it can't be that. Like, food poisoning can't be this bad. It can't be. And because, like, also, like, the older you get, the more people start popping up. I've had food poisoning. I got it from Taco Bell. I got it from Panera Bread. And like, oh, you're perfectly fine and alive and kicking and shit, so. Okay. Hey, listen. Hey, this one might be a little irrational. But I was really scared of drive-bys. Or not necessarily scared, but like aware that it was always a possibility. And I guess maybe I was just the most aware, which made me think I was scared. But, like, if I was playing, like, say hypothetically I'm playing outside with my cousin, and somebody drives by slower than, like, 20 miles per hour, dude, on everything I love, I'm like, I'm watching. I'm making sure. The second I see them start rolling down that window, pew, I'm gone. I was just making sure, like, especially, like, this happened to me the other day. That's why it says still wary. This happened to me the other day. I was standing outside with my father and my aunt, and this guy's car drove by, right? And it was slow, but his car was loud, so I remembered him. He then drives by again, same car, and I'm like, "Yo, do you know him?" I'm not in my own neighborhood, by the way. I'm at my auntie house, right? Her neighborhood. I'm like, "Yo, do you know him?" She don't hear me. I'm the only one worried about this. Which makes me even more worried. But then he drives down 2 houses and goes into the driving. What's it called? The driveway. But like, and you know what it was? There's a song. I don't remember who it's by. Run away, love. Run away, love. If you got it from that, which you could, because my singing is wonderful. My sister listened to that song. In the song, it's telling a story about little girls who are in rough situations. I think. Yeah, it's just girls. I think, yeah. And one of them, her friend gets hit in a drive-by. First time I ever heard of it. Stayed in my head for the rest of my years. I'm 18, heard that song when I was like 8. I'm telling you, decade later, it's up here. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Them drive-bys, and like, I'm gonna teach this. Like, this is something I keep that I'm teaching for the rest of my days. The second my kids are able to play outside by themselves, hey, if somebody drive by you too slowly, you get to this door ASAP. I'm telling you. And if I'm outside with them and I see somebody drive too slowly and they're not wary, you getting a whooping. Bow, bow, bow. Cause if you not wary, when somebody do come around here, start letting off pow, pow, pow. Oh my God, duck, run, ow. And you not inside the house, you gonna have more than a whooping to cry about. Now you right, I'll chill. Okay, yes, I did go back. I'm sorry. Okay, yes. Okay. Yeah, we get it. Food poisoning. I already did that one. Oh my God, dude. This one's not even like... This is not even old. I'm being so honest. I just threw this on here. I was just typing. This is not even old. I'm still scared of this shit. I don't know why it's here. I got scared about this shit last week. List integrity is gone. List integrity is gone. Click off. Hey, lead a stream, lead a YouTube video. Don't actually do that. List integrity is gone. Yo, I learned about tapeworms in my junior cooking class, bro. That shit was 2 years ago. I learned about these motherfuckers right here. Anytime I feel like I'm not as hungry as I should be, I instantly think, whoa. Because listen, if you have food, skip this part of the video. Tapeworms are worms that come inside red meats such as cow or like steak, right? They hide in that. And when you eat them, when you digest that part of the steak or the cow and they go into your body, they stay in your stomach and they eat up your nutrients. And at that point, the only way to get them out is to shit them out. And they can grow up to like 8 feet long. You can see why this is on here. Like these things right here, I learned about this shit and then I had to test about it. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God, dude. These things, like, I see these motherfuckers in my nightmares. Like, imagine. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Talking about some imagine. Next we got clowns. This is a good one. This is a really good one because, like, especially in 2016, brother, clowns was, boy. In 2016, clowns. Listen, you know what's fucked? You know what's really fucked up? Listen, in 2016, the whole clown thing happened. I pray you're old enough to remember that. You have to be 9 to not. Or, well, I guess. Anyways, in 2016, the clown thing happened. I'm like 8, by the way. I'm like 8, right? And so this whole clown shit's going around. You see it on the media, and you see it on the fucking news outlet, and you see it on fucking Instagram or whatever. I don't know what people used back then. I was just watching YouTube. But, right? And then the year after, 2017, It came out. The first It. And It was popular as shit. My sister got a story. I wasn't old enough to see It. My sister got a story. She went to see It in the theater, had to sit on the floor. Because they ran out of seats. So, you know, that was just crazy. But when I first watched It, my whole fear of clowns went away because none of these clown motherfuckers out here was scarier than Pennywise. Yeah, I'm also a grown-ass man, so run up on me with a bat, see what happens. Hey, run up on me with a bat, see what happens. What is we talking about here? I'm 28. I'm 18, I'm lying. Next we got dogs. Okay, this is the last slide. So I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna beat this into you. I dead ass had a fear of dogs. If I'm not really scared of one particular thing right now, unless you could say the dark, which is a real fear, fuck you for saying I'm kiddish. I know you said it. Right? Other than dogs, for the first 12 years of my life, any single dog would scare the shit out of me. And I have a reason why. You're probably thinking, what? Dogs are cute puppies, right? Listen, one, I was smaller than most dogs. Any dogs I would see. That's why this is here, right? I'm bigger than them now, right? I gotta tell you the story. I'm gonna tell you the story. I want you to listen here. I was at my aunt and uncle's house. Listen, my aunt and uncle have 3 kids. One is two of them are close in age, 1 year, right? One of them is older than me a little bit. She had a friend. We went to the park, played with that friend, right? We come back. We come back and their dog's outside. Everybody's playing with the dog. I'm scared of dogs at this point already. I'm already scared. Not terrified, but I'm scared, right? We're all playing with the dog, and she bends down to play with the dog, right? Everything's going cool. And then she stands up, and the dog jumps to stand up with her. And one of his teeth, I imagine, caught her bottom lip. Ripped the motherfucker right off. Ripped it right off. You can imagine that car ride to the spittle when I'm in the back seat with a girl bleeding out her lip that I don't know. And the whole cause of the situation? The dog. Yo. They had, listen, when I'm telling you, before this happened, they had to keep the dog outside whenever I was there. Because I was scared. And then I see the dog rip off this girl's whole face. It's just a lip. Let me stop exaggerating. You can imagine how scared I am. Crazy. Yo, it was crazy, bro. Like the ride to the spittle. Oh my goodness. I can't even explain how I was feeling that moment. And then it happened for 2 more years. And then I hit a growth spurt. And I stopped being scared of dogs. Or did I get my dog then? No, I would have had my dog by then. I don't know. I've had 2 dogs. But yeah, dude, that ish was nutty. The ish was crazy. like we was all standing in the front yard in shock and awe. I was about to go into the crib and get a juice box. Right? I'm looking back. She stands up. Boom. Shit hanging. Whoa. Whoa. But yeah, man, that's my list, man. If you there's probably some snubs in here. I'm gonna be so honest. There's most definitely some snubs in here. Like if I had to think off the top of my head, can't get any. Anyways, goodbye. That's how the video went. What time is it? It's 12:48.